Well, folks, we are back at the Millennium course for a very windy round 3 here at the 2025 Las Vegas Challenge, brought to you by Innova. Got it as an A-Tier event again this year, and a big shout out to each and every one of our Patreon supporters. We love you very much. I'm Derek. This is Chris. What's up, buddy?
Nothing, man. I'm feeling great because these scores got really tight in round 2. Calvin Heimburg shot a hot 10 under, I think, pushing him up to lead card here. Jacob Courtis, Emerson Keith tied up. Paul Oman hanging out as well. As we're starting to see separation, and I think this moving day will do just that.
We do see Bradley there on the top of the chase card. Keep an eye out for that too. As we jump into hole 1, par 3, 233. Stockheiser shot for these fellas. Very rare you'll see a forehand here as a righty.
Jacob going big hyzer. We saw G do that on the feature card. Looks like this one a little too far to the right.
Yeah, that is the problem with that play, is that the edge goes right into the dirt. You don't really play any of that flare. Emerson going the more traditional, nice and flat, scoots up there inside the circle.
Good shot for him, about 20 feet or so.
I would expect the same line from Paul here. Little more angle, a lot of wind play.
Yeah, there's going to be gusts 20 to 30 miles an hour today.
Yeah, it's going to keep things really interesting.
And the thing that's interesting with the wind here at this course, or this property in general, is just like the pockets of wind. Mm-hmm. Throughout just the fairway, you'll hit a left to right, but then, 200 feet down, you'll be hitting a right to left, and then
low and right for Jacob. Paul from middle of circle 2, just short.
Edge of circle, putt for Calvin, first on the board.
Looked like he hit it really square too.
Now E with a chance to grab solo first.
As the wind is swirling in.
Good putt there. Emerson's been playing a pretty clean game overall so far, halfway through this tournament. Had the hot round 1.
On this course. So looking forward to seeing playing here.
Yeah, and for there to be a windy day, and like the really windy day, I would say they're pretty lucky it's on the Millennium course. Like there's only water on hole 10 and 11 really. I mean, there's obviously danger, but
the OB, yeah, but
it's not quite as close to Innova in terms of tightness.
And like you had said before earlier in the coverage, everybody was familiar with the forecast and they needed to get aggressive early. Today's probably the day to play smart.
Yeah, we're going to move into hole 2, par 4, I'm sorry. First shot, really depending on the wind, you can really push a far one. There's a ridge on the left side that you can land on if you fade out to the left.
Pretty decent shot from Emerson. Did clip a branch a little late, preventing it a couple feet there on the skip to get towards the top of that ridge you mentioned. This is looking pretty good. Just under that tree a little, so it is going to be a little pinched. feel like that just got to the top.
Yeah, it's in that cluster of trees over there. A little low from Paul. Hopefully get some ground movement, and that should be just fine. I mean, it comes in at 649 feet. So it's not the longest par 4 with you not being in the woods or anything. Big hyzer forehand there from Paul. Doesn't look like he made it all the way down there.
Looks like Jacob kind of got caught up there on the left in some trees.
Just needs to get down. Wind pushing it to the right.
Oh, that's a tough putt to have in the wind.
And tricky for Calvin. Luckily, he has long legs. That's going to be a tap-in birdie for him. He's looking at 2 for 2.
Wow, nice putt. With the headwind too, uphill.
Oh no.
So it did stay up top. That's good.
Ooh, weak side there for the par save for Courtis. Now 2 strokes off the lead.
And with Emerson preheating the oven. Going 2 for 2.
Yes, this hole came in 13th hardest. Came in exactly at even par.
All right, hole 3, par 3, 289 feet. You're going to be throwing pretty much a hyzer. Most of the time you got OB all along that right side, OB in that person's backyard. You can kind of play it a little early and kind of crash into those trees and still have a stab at the basket.
Emerson doing just that, probably 50 or so. Calvin found OB after catching the palm and rolling.
Yeah, that was brutal.
The wind just really smacks that one down.
But got a wide open look. Jacob going really high.
Okay.
Kind of behind the willow a little bit.
So all that movement on the disc. And Paul's is going to kind of land over there with Jacob, just a little past the basket. Just
Jacob
some layups
hitting
from the guys.
Jacob hit that weeping willow foliage. I think that kind of dropped it a lot quicker.
Oh, Calvin finding metal. Does not get the turkey though. It's looking like he's grabbing a par. 68% of the field took par here, and it came in at even par. So it's 2 holes in a row now.
Got ourselves an empty nester.
It's so easy to get started, and when you get the bug, you just keep going, and it's so much fun.
Disc golf is a great
game to get out, increase your activity level, enjoy the outdoors, and have a great time.
It's a really easy sport to get into, so just grab a disc and come out and play.
No matter your age or skill, there's a place for you out on the disc golf course.
So come on out and throw your best.
All right, moving into hole 4, 345-foot par 3. We have some danger with the bunkers right before the basket. We do have the slope on the backside. There's also the golf green. Does play OB, could come into play. But it's more those bunkers. This is looking great here from Calvin. That should be just fine for Jacob. Paul needs to slide on up. Good shot from him as well.
All pretty textbook there. It's definitely stress-free.
Yeah, Paul finding the hazard. So it's looking at a bogey. Calvin now 3 for 4. Boy, that flag is ripping. Goes to show how important flags are on top of the basket.
Absolutely. All right, jumping into the 5th, par 3, 470 feet. OB early on the golf green. Severe slope off the backside.
OB backside as well. OB left. A lot of OB on this hole.
Beautifully
Whoa.
played. That actually came in a little hot.
Yeah, that looks like it jumped right off the backside. We'll see if he's OB or not. Big drop there, and
Man,
looks like that might have slid down the hill as well. Oh, no. Yeah, it's a tough one there for Jacob.
yeah, and also, like, it's so tough to be able to, like, plan for this, because if you don't have any windy conditions on your practice days, like, how do you prepare for something
Whoa.
like this?
Oh, Paul, no. Man. the
Very
drop-
unfortunate.
The drop on that disc.
Beautifully thrown, too.
Yeah, it was perfect. It was going to slide up right into the circle. So it looks like Emerson found OB on the backside. Just adding that much more difficulty to this hole. Oops, sit down. Yes, Derek, this was the 6th hardest hole
Okay.
on the day. And it came in 0.45 over par. So it's pretty high in my opinion. That means there's some really tough holes out here that are coming in half a stroke or harder.
Just because of a little old wind.
Yeah, that's all you need.
Which I don't know if you can ask for anything better as, like, a viewer for a moving day round. Keeps things interesting.
Yeah, tough scores here for our lead card as we're going to move into hole 6. This one's a par 4, 759 feet. Dogleg right here. You want to throw a full mash. Should get you right by those trees. Have you staring right at the basket here. Small little hill. Potential roll away. Calvin was really pinched
Very far to
round
the
one,
right.
and this looks way better. But now he might be stuck behind that tree. I don't think he is, but
I think he has a forehand from there, at least. This is coming back. This looks great.
see, the fun thing about these winds is sometimes you get a very favorable wind where you get like a nice tailwind. That's a crush there for Jacob. He's way down there.
Full flight out of Paul.
Yeah, and he stayed a little more to the right, so when it faded out, he didn't fade closer into those trees. And distance isn't an issue here, so him being first up should be no issue putting it right inside the circle.
That's right.
Good shot there from Emerson. So it does look like that tree did come into play, and Calvin does have to go forehand.
Out circle's edge, it looked like.
Jacob's
Just
a
like
little
that.
closer. Ooh.
Oh, yeah. That's further than the first.
Oh, wow.
That was sneaky. Whew, it is ripping.
Yeah, that 4-under is looking pretty good right now. Through 6. Cupcake getting back to even.
Yeah, good bounce back from him. Good comebacker for Emerson.
Man, those feather flags. They're working hard today.
Yeah, tournament staff did preemptively take down a lot of assets for fear of damage and player and spectator safety.
The Innova Rolo, the disc made for rolling. 4! The Rolo, making rollers fun.
All right, hole 7, par 3, 303 feet. You got OB all along that left side there. A lot of trees to contend with. Really, you just want to, I mean, honestly, you'd like to disc down and just kind of throw right at it. Today might be a little harder than that, so you have to anticipate.
Some wind.
Yeah.
This might not do exactly what you want it to. It's looking really good here from Jacob. He is going to be right under the basket.
I like this hole. Just touchy. In a land of a lot of distance, you know?
Yeah. It's a good switch up. And everyone on our card playing it right. Tall Paul, great shot from him.
All right.
Calvin's
heating up.
Yeah, he's preheating the oven again. That one's going to sting there for Paul. As this came in as the easiest hole on the course. 45% of the field taking birdie.
75% of our card.
Yeah, so not the lead card performance that Paul wants there. Trying to get under par again. We're going to move into hole 8, par 3, 402 feet. This one has a lot of danger as well. You have OB backside, OB left, golf green in front of the basket, slope on the backside. This is a full-on rip from Calvin. That's got to be...
That's playing the OB for sure.
Yeah.
Keeping it low.
That needs to sit.
That could be in danger OB too. From the tee, really hard to tell. This round 1 we saw Matty O get very lucky coming in hot just like that.
Yeah, hit the golf marker on the backside, kept him in bounds.
That looks great. Good layup from Jacob. Same from Emerson.
Calvin a little closer, possibly can get his par. Does not. Paul, though.
All right.
Good spot for him. Able to take one on the entire card, even a couple.
It's a good bounce back considering playing the easiest hole and taking the par. So you need that next birdie.
Yes, this came in 0.4 over par. Seventh hardest hole.
I think that's good for morale if you make something like that. All right, hole 9. We got par 3, 413 feet. Basically a left to right moving shot that you need to swing into this guarded area. Honestly, a chance for a lot of different plays. You can do the hyzer route, keep you a little further off so you have a cleaner approach in, kind of preventing the skip. There is OB early right.
Just the wind pushing that one down. Pretty strong headwind here for the guys. So you can see that hole 10 flag. So this one's crazy. I want you to pay attention to Jacob's disc.
Oh, yeah.
Kept moving. So he hit, and then it rolls back.
A lot.
Like, everyone was walking away. No one knew what was going on. It rolls almost all the way back.
I
high.
almost missed it in the editing room. And it flashed like right in the corner of my eye. I was like, wait a minute.
So, yeah, that was very unfortunate. And if he's able to save par from there, that will be pretty miraculous.
Very low ceiling here for Emerson.
Yeah, he did get on the other side. It's on the left side there, but not really a putt.
Really tough when that ceiling is basically at cage high. You know.
Oh.
I do believe that's Paul.
Yeah. Par there for Calvin. 4 under through 9. Currently sitting in second place. Jacob kind of on a roller coaster here. He wants to dial it in on this back 9, but I'll tell you what, this back nine is playing very tough. That's one a heck of a par save, dude.
With a wind reaction, like I don't think I've ever seen anything like that.
Wow, we're gonna have an empty nester here, and by the entire field, half a stroke over par, 61 taking the par.
Wow.
A lot of color here.
Yeah, Calvin with 5 birdies on the front so far. Only 1 blemish. Take a look at the rest of the field.
Bradley and Dallas making a push, trying to hang out on the podium. They can do just that, but we have to get through these windy conditions first.
Absolutely. Thank you all for tuning in. We will catch you on the back nine. If you would like to consider helping us produce these videos, head on over to patreon.com/gatekeepermedia to have your name listed here in the credits as well. Thank you.